In 2008, deep in the Atlantic Ocean, the infamous corporation InGen sets up a secret research facility on the remote Île Saint-Hubert. Unlike their previous parks and labs, this one pushes the boundaries of science into terrifying new territory. They're not just cloning dinosaurs anymore, they're mutating them. One of their experiments, a grotesque six-limbed tyrannosaur known as Distortus Rex, breaks free from containment. The creature kills a staff member and causes widespread destruction, forcing the island to be evacuated and the project abandoned. Île Saint-Hubert becomes a modern-day Isla Sorna, a forsaken land ruled by monsters. Dinosaurs, which spread across the globe following earlier mass escapes between 2018 and 2022, now struggle to survive. Thanks to widespread climate change, most of Earth has become too hostile for them to live. Only around the equator, where the heat and humidity mimic the Mesozoic era, do these creatures still thrive, and those areas are now considered no-go zones for humans. Enter Martin Krebs, a powerful executive at pharmaceutical giant Parkergenics. He learns that the DNA of 3 surviving prehistoric creatures may hold the key to curing heart disease and potentially making him billions. He hires Zora Bennett, an ex-military operative with a no-nonsense edge, to lead a covert mission to retrieve biological samples. Working alongside her is Dr. Henry Loomis, a paleontologist brought in for his expertise. Zora assembles a team, including her loyal friend and expedition guide, Duncan Kincaid, a fearless boat pilot named Leclerc, a hard-bitten mercenary named Nina, and their wary head of security, Bobby Atwater. Their destination? You guessed it, Île Saint-Hubert. Their targets? The aquatic leviathan Mosasaurus, the towering Titanosaurus, and the sky-dominating Quetzalcoatlus. Meanwhile, sailing nearby is Ruben Delgado, a widowed father enjoying a final family trip before his daughter Teresa leaves for college. With them is her sister Isabella, and Teresa's awkward boyfriend Xavier Dobbs, who Ruben can't quite stand. Their peaceful journey is shattered when their ship is attacked and wrecked by the massive Mosasaurus. Stranded, they send out a radio call, unknowingly drawing the expedition team toward them. The expedition succeeds in obtaining a sample from the Mosasaurus, but their victory is short-lived. The creature returns with a pack of Spinosaurus, unleashing carnage. In the ensuing chaos, Bobby is killed, and Teresa tries to radio for help. Martin, desperate to keep the mission secret, shoves her away, causing her to fall overboard. Xavier heroically dives in to save her, with Ruben and Isabella following. The family gets separated from the main group, beginning their own dangerous trek through the island. On shore, Nina is taken down by a Spinosaurus. Zora reveals her backup plan, a rescue helicopter circling the island said to arrive in 24 hours. The group presses on and locates a herd of Titanosaurus, peacefully grazing. The sample is collected without incident, a rare moment of calm. But the final target is the most dangerous, the Quetzalcoatlus, a flying predator as large as a fighter jet. Zora, Henry, and Leclerc rappel down a cliffside temple to reach its massive nest. Just as they secure an egg sample, one of the parents returns and devours Leclerc. Zora and Henry barely make it alive. Elsewhere, Xavier earns Ruben's respect for saving Teresa. The group is briefly attacked by a velociraptor, but it's unexpectedly killed by a new terror, the Mutadon, a horrific hybrid of raptor and pterodon. Isabella, the youngest, befriends a small herbivore called Aqualops, naming it Dolores. The family finds an old raft, and after barely surviving the encounter with the Tyrannosaurus Rex, they follow the river, hoping it leads to safety. The Delgado family reunites with the expedition team at the abandoned InGen facility, but the reunion turns sour when Teresa recognizes Martin, the man who pushed her overboard. Exposed, Martin panics. He pulls a gun on the group, steals the DNA samples, and flees toward the helipad alone. Before anyone can pursue him, a pack of Mutadons ambushes the group, forcing them to escape into the underground tunnels. Just as Martin reaches the helipad, the Distortus Rex, now grown, twisted, and more ferocious than ever, descends from the jungle. The beast destroys the rescue helicopter and devours Martin in a single brutal strike. His greed, secrecy, and arrogance lead him to a poetic end. The survivors reach a locked gate in the tunnel. On the other side, a boat. Only Isabella, being small enough, can squeeze through the bars. Bravely, she unlocks the gate and the group rushes to the boat. But there's no time to celebrate. The Distortus Rex follows them. Duncan distracts it with the flare, risking his life. In a nail-biting moment, he barely escapes and leaps on board the boat as it departs. With the DNA sample safe, the mission is technically a success, but not for corporate profit. Zora and Dr. Loomis decide to defy Parkergenics. They make the revolutionary decision to distribute the medical treatment derived from the dinosaur samples as open source, so it can be accessed by people across the globe, free from patents, price gouging, or monopoly. The creatures of the past may have once brought destruction, but now their legacy could save millions. From prehistoric giants to corporate betrayal, and mutated monsters to unexpected heroism, this film delivers pulse-pounding action with a message. When you play bad, nature will always fight back, but it might just give us one last chance to do things right. If you enjoyed this recap, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more high-stakes movie breakdowns every week. Thanks for watching, and remember, never trust a corporation with dinosaurs.